All right. Let's go over this question here, shall we? Okay. So in the instructions or in the description of the diagram, it said this was a regular pentagon. Now I know this one is because I actually made it to scale, but we're actually not supposed to do the measurements to figure out these angles. We're supposed to use the information we know that is true about polygons and shapes and angles and all those kinds of things. So AEF. So the first thing I think you need to determine before you can figure out what this angle is, you have to understand what it is. This is an exterior angle, right? So the sum of exterior angles is 360 degrees. 360 degrees divided by 5. That's going to be 72 degrees. So this is a 72 degree angle. So this angle right here, 72 degrees. All right, AED. So AED, right here, this is an interior angle. I happen to remember that the interior angle of a regular pentagon is 108. Now, if you forgot how to do that, the formula is 180 times n minus 3. Sorry, I was thinking of the answer there. N minus 2 divided by 5. So that's going to be 180 times 3 divided by 5. That is 108. Okay, and so this is this whole thing right here. This whole thing is 108 degrees. AEO, AEO. So that's a central angle. This is a central angle right here. It's 72 degrees also because the sum of these central angles, 360 degrees, divided by the number, since it's regular, they're all the same, 72. Boom, done. All right, so that's 72. Now, when you guys are doing your homework, I would sketch it like this. Make it large. It's easy. It's kind of, it takes a minute or two to do it. It's kind of fun anyway, for me anyway. And then write all the answers over here on the side, and you can kind of do scratch work. If it's something that's kind of complicated, then, you might want to write up there what it is you're doing. All right, like that was AE. F, and this one right here is AED. That way you remember. You don't have to like completely start over if you made like a small little mistake. Now, OAE. OAE, that's this angle right here. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Look at this triangle right here. Triangle AOE. Look at triangle AOE. Triangle AOE. It's isosceles. And the top angle is 72, so the other two angles, they're going to be congruent to each other. This angle and this little angle here are going to be the same. And so that means that there's 108 degrees left between these two. You divide it by 2, you're going to get 54. 54 degrees. So that was for angle AOE. No. That's triangle AOE. This is angle OAE. So OAE, so the vertex is there. Okay, so 54 degrees. Good. AOC. AOC, so that's this angle right here. Well, you see that angle includes two central angles, so they're 72 degrees each. So that's going to be 144 degrees. 144 degrees. Okay, CAO. CAO. All right, now, that's this angle right here. Well, that angle is inside this very obtuse isosceles triangle right here. So let's do angle CAO. Angle CAO. So here's the deal. If we subtract that angle from 180, because that's what the triangle adds up to, we have 36. They're both the same because it's isosceles, so 18 degrees. All right, now CAE. CAE, that's this one. So this was 18, remember? And this one, OAE was 54. So that's going to be 72 also. Oh man, that's not so bad. Okay. Yep. Now, how can you know that AC and DE are parallel? Well, that's an interesting question. How can we know that those two are parallel? Well, I think we have a clue right here. So this line right here, AC and DEF, this DF right here, DEF, however you want to say it. You see this angle right here is 72. ignore this little line right here. This angle right here is 72. This angle is 72. They're on opposite sides of this transversal. Those are alternate interior angles are congruent. Boom, done. Got it. Another way we could tell is co-interior angles are going to be supplementary. 72, 108, supplementary. So I think we have a couple ways we could tell that those two are parallel. All right, that's pretty cool. Nice. All right, now, next up, number cinco distinto says, it says the diagram shows the exterior part of a regular, that's key, regular polygon with n sides and it's 20 degrees. So we have to figure out how many sides it has. Well, all of the exterior angles add up to 360. So if it's 20 degrees, we have to solve that. Oops, there we go. So what you're going to do in this kind of situation, you can multiply both sides by n. You get, I would probably not even write this step out if I was just doing it myself. Divide both sides by 20. So 18 sides. Yeah? And we could check that again. We could plug it in and just see. But there we go. So 18 sides. And then number 6 says, do it over here. Number 6 says the total interior angles of a regular polygon add up to 2520, and you have to figure out the number of sides and then the number or what the individual angle would be. So it's 2520 is the sum of the interior angles. Well, to figure out the sum of the interior angles, you use this formula right here. Right? So divide both sides by 180. And then you're going to add 2. So n is going to be equal to whatever this calculation turns out to be. So I'm going to use my calculator over here, well, the one on my computer anyway. So let's see how this goes. 2520 divided by 180, 16 sides, plus 2, 16. 16 sides. So then I think there are 16 sides. To figure out what each one is, you just divide the total by 16. So let me do that on my calculator right here. 2520 divided by 16, 157.5 degrees. Boom, done. Now, all these questions have the answers in the back of this book. So this is chapter 6.9. Let's go ahead and just double check ourselves. This is a great way. I mean, you really need to do this. 6.9, 6.9, that's 11. Moving on. Getting close. 6.9. 6.9. Wow. Once you find it, you should bookmark it. Here we go. Here we go. 6.9 right here. So, in class we already did the other one, so let's start with 70. Let's start with this one right here. Let's see how we did. 72, 108. I got those out of order. 54, 54. 144, 1872. So C says 54, AEO. AEO. Let me see what I did wrong here. Maybe I wrote down the wrong thing. AEO. Chapter 6.9. Now, I didn't do this on purpose, but I think this is a good learning lesson that you need to go back and double check yourself. C, A, E, O. A, E, O. Oh. Huh. What was I thinking? A, E, O. I don't know what I was thinking. A, E, O. Oh. Huh. No, I don't know. A, E, O. A, E, O. So yeah, that's 54. Man, I don't know what I did there. It was 72. A-E-O. A-E-O. I don't know why I said that was 72. Oh, I bet I do. I bet I looked at it wrong. I bet I looked at A-O-E. Man, what a loser. You gotta be careful with that. Man, it's easy to mess up. Obviously. I mean, luckily you guys are a lot smarter than me. You probably wouldn't make that mistake ever, right? Man, look what I did. Do you guys see what I did right there? A-E-O. Man, that's kind of embarrassing. The middle letter right here is the vertex. So A-E-O is right here, and I did A-O-E, I'm guessing. I had to go back and watch what I've said, but I think I did this one wrong. Look at that. That's Sad Panda right there. Hey, it's good to look and good to check because you learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you're going to be a little bit more careful in the future. A-E-O. Yep, man. I'm looking around on the paper to see if I wrote it somewhere and I didn't write it down. So, man, look at that. That's a sad story. So I missed one right there. I was right about this being 72, but oh well, man. All right. Well, dang. Moving on. Let's check the rest. Let's check the rest of them. Leave my pen there in case we have to go back. And then alternate interior angles, it said. Okay. And then for number 5, it said N was 18. Let's see, where did we do that one right there? Oh, right here. We did that one right here, 18. It says there's 18. And 16 and 157.5. And that's what we said. 16 sides, 157.5. So anyway, hope this has been helpful for you guys. Let me know how it went. See if you made a dumb mistake like I made. They happen all the time. They do. It's really, really easy to do. Especially when, well, like here's the deal with that particular problem. That problem for me seemed pretty easy, so I kind of let my guard down. And I relaxed a little more than I should have. And I caught myself in a little bit of trouble there. Now the thing is, if it's too difficult, sometimes you get nervous. And when you're too nervous, you stop thinking. You get like that. So anyway, if you're too relaxed, you're like, woo, right? And you have to have a balance between these two, because that's probably where you're going to make the least amount of mistakes and be the smartest. So you're being a little careful, and but not overly nervous. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and talk to you soon.